Welcome back to Real Industry. User experience and user interface design is everywhere we look. Smartphones, tablets, browsers and cloud apps, and of course on desktop. Design affects our feelings. A very subjective word, but yes, our feelings into how products work. Design can be subjective, but design decisions are always rooted in strategic thinking. For example, how could design optimize for greater adoption of a specific group of customers, such as being more inclusive of amateur guitarists or reality TV editors? Or how can you optimize the experience to reduce the time it takes to achieve a given result? Maximizing the overall customer satisfaction could actually result in upgrades from free to a paid version of your product. Many media software creation tools, such as After Effects, Pro Tools, or Ableton Live, reskins their user interfaces to be darker. It turns out the traditional white background that works so well for a Google Doc or a Microsoft Excel sheet doesn't work in a creative atmosphere, where bright white screens in a dimly lit studio cause eye strain, and they just feel harsh. A software product designer may streamline a product and remove unnecessary features. It's easy to expose 1,000 different parameters in your video effects and compositing tool. Having too many controls makes it feel like you're preparing a 747 for takeoff, instead of using a product designed to maximize creativity and flow. Designers simplify how customers experience every part of the product, including customer registration, installation, or documentation. Product design is multidisciplinary, incorporating aspects of psychology, computer science, human-computer interaction, graphic design, industrial design, and cognitive science. As a user experience designer, you balance the needs of marketing, sales, engineering, product management, and executive teams. All the while, you're putting the customer first and providing a solid case for return on product design improvements and investments. You'll see a huge variety of job titles, including product designer, user interface designer, user experience, and user design. The words lead, manager, director, engineer, architect, strategist, consultant, specialist, analyst, those all reflect the level of experience required. There are many ways that user experience and user interface professionals fit into a team. Here's one example. In software development, a product designer is a dedicated or part-time member of a product team. A product manager, also called the product owner, defines a user story. For example, as a user of iZotope RX, I want to be able to move my audio between Pro Tools and RX quickly, so that I'm not interrupted in my workflow in fixing an audio glitch. The user story is a one-sentence description of a basic user need. It doesn't specify the exact workflow or the steps to accomplish the user's result. It's now up to the product designer to figure out how to achieve that result. They're going to iterate with a series of user interviews and use paper prototypes, rough sketches, wireframes, then move on to low-resolution mockups and high-fidelity mockups. All the while, they're collecting feedback, collecting data, doing A/B testing, and working with software engineers on the product team to define what is technically possible. Then, they're talking to R&D engineers to find innovative technology to simplify this whole process.